In this video, I'm going to show you all the steps you need to create the lofted bowl. This is a great shape for 3D printing. One thing that is really nice is that because it has these rounded edges and you don't have any sudden change in angle, you can often print something like this without supports. So the edges stay nice and smooth and look really, really good. Since I've already created the geometry, I'm going to use the rollback bar to show you what I did at each step in the process. In the first sketch, I started out by creating a large circle and switching it from a regular line to a construction line. Then I drew a second circle. You can see that one in black, where the center of the circle is the larger circle. And then I used the trim tool to remove the bottom part of that circle. So just to show you what that looks like, I would draw a circle starting here. I'll make it a little bit bigger, and then use the trim tool to get rid of the bottom. Since I don't want that circle, I will delete it. And now we can see what it looks like. I used the dimension tool to fully define it, making sure that it was 40 millimeters in dimension. And then I used this tool under the linear pattern menu, so circular pattern, to copy it all the way around the circle. It works out perfectly to be 36 times around the circle. Once I had my geometry, I needed to create a second place to draw the shape that this will loft into. In order to do that, I can look at the menu, the 3D menu, and you can see the second plane I created. There's an object on the 3D menu called plane. I select plane, and then I pick where I want to offset a plane. So for this assignment, you'll offset with top. I'm just going to offset with front so you can see where it goes. You can see these two planes are 25 millimeters apart. I can change the distance, make them 100 millimeters apart. And that's a really nice way to get a surface that is perfectly parallel to one of the three planes that you start with. Once you have that second plane, you're going to do a second sketch. This one's a lot simpler. It's just a circle. And then you're going to geometrically combine the two shapes. The shape that looks sort of like a flower will meld into the shape that's a perfect circle. So at the bottom of this shape, we see a rounded circle, and at the top, we see the scalloped edges. Last but not least, we want this to be a dish. So we're going to use the shell command. On shell, one of the most important parameters will be the shell thickness. For this assignment, I used a thickness of 2.5 millimeters, and the only face that I selected was the top face. That's it for how to make a lofted bowl. If you have any questions, please send me a message on Canvas or send me an email.